I have tried to interview myself multiple times for this project, and every time I do it, I sound like an idiot. And not like my diction's wrong or the words I'm using are wrong, it's that I can't put into words how cool of an experience this was. So, I believe it's the Wednesday before spring break started, and my friend Kate Walker, who's now one of my closest best friends, comes into work and she's super pissed about something, and I asked her, and apparently she was going to go on this cool cross-country road trip for a short film called Behind Us, which you should definitely check out once it is out. It should be out in August. But anyways, I auditioned for one of the main roles as a character named Matt, and the whole short film is about two siblings that their parents eventually both die due to natural illnesses, and their parents' last wish for them was to go across the country and spread their ashes. What made this trip really unique to me was that I was going with basically 4 complete strangers. And I knew Kate from working at student production services at Point Park, but we weren't really friends. Like, we worked together some shifts. We never hung out outside of work. So for us, that was my only connection to the crew. And you learn so much about people when you travel across the country with them, or if you're just stuck in a car for over 40 hours one way and 40 hours back. Not only do you learn a lot about the people you're traveling with when you travel across the country, you learn about the different culture. You get to see how places influence who you are, in a sense. Not just in terms of your accent or the clothes you wear, just your overall attitude. For example, like, I'll walk around Pittsburgh, or I'll be riding my bike and I'll smile at somebody and they'll be like, why is that dude smiling? Like, he's a freak. Like, I think he's trying to hurt me or something. But like in California, if you even smile at somebody, they will talk to you for 15 minutes out of nowhere. And for me, like that social engagement was so new, and it was awesome because people were just, in my opinion, people are way more friendly out west. And I don't know why. It might just be the sun and the good vibes. Could be the weed. I don't know. But overall, people on the West Coast are way more friendly than here on the East Coast. The whole trip was us laughing and us playing music and just experiencing this country together. And I think that's what made it so special as well. It was that we never fought and we never got annoyed with each other. We were constantly smiling, cracking jokes. So a basic summary of our travels would be: day 1 was from everywhere from Pittsburgh to Missouri. Day 2 was Missouri to Colorado. And day 3 would be Colorado to California. And then on the way back, we went California to Las Vegas, where we spent 2 days to kind of just wrap up our trip. And I think what I like about this trip a lot is everyone has their own preconceived expectation of what the United States is going to look like. It's nothing like I expected. These words and the photos I take can't do it justice, because I always thought, I can't wait to get to Europe, I can't wait to see what's out of the country, but our country is truly a really beautiful place. It's freaking gorgeous, man. And I recommend everybody take this trip. I recommend that everyone should see the United States before they leave the country, so you can appreciate the different places that you travel, because without that sense of perspective, you'll have no clue what you're missing out on. So my top 2 picks for the trip would be Colorado, specifically Boulder and Estes Park, Colorado, and California overall. I was always really anxious to see Colorado because I've never seen mountains of that caliber before. Pennsylvania has a few mountains, but they just look like giant tree formations. So like to see an actually snow-top covered mountain was really, really emotional for me. Like we got to Colorado and like I was almost tearing up. I was like, wow, this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. California was almost everything I expected it to be and more, because I've always dreamed about living in California or just being there. One of my biggest memories that I would take away from the trip was when we arrived in Newport, California. We traveled for probably 12 to 13 hours, and we got there at the perfect time for sunset. And if you've never seen a sunset in California, you should definitely check it out because it's a really life-changing experience. I can't imagine how differently I would feel about this trip if I went with 4 strangers that I wasn't compatible with, because it could have been terrible. You could have been fighting in the car. Like, if you go on a fight with somebody, you're stuck with that person for 12 hours in a car. And then after that, you're stuck in the hotel room with them, and then you're waking up and doing the same thing again. So I really got the luck of the Irish on the fact that I was really, really content with the crew and how all of our social personalities meshed